Welcome back to another episode of Lakehurst Outdoor Adventures. This week we're going to be teaching you how to build a fire in the wilderness. Now in an ideal situation you would bring paper, cardboard, or something to get the fire going. But for this fire we're simply going to use stuff you find in the outdoors. Now we did bring a lighter. There are other options, but we'll show that in a later video. So let's get started. First things first, you want to find a spot to have your fire. It's fairly sheltered down here in the woods. So we're going to clear away the snow and create a place to have our fire. Now ideally, you want to get away as much snow as possible, because when you get your fire going, it's going to melt and produce water, which is going to interfere with your fire. So next thing we want to do is find our source of heat, which is going to be the wood. So you're going to want to gather a variety of large sticks, medium sticks, small sticks, and bark. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so once you have your three piles, you're going to have the small sticks, the medium sticks, and you're going to want to have a pile of bark. So I prefer the log cabin, so that's what we're going to start with. So basically you want to create a base to put your loose bark on. So I'm going to lay the sticks flat across. And once I have a small base, I am going to essentially build a log cabin. So I'm going to lay sticks back and forth on either end to create a box. Now I gathered all my wood off of dead trees which weren't on the ground. This is keeping the wood a little drier, but if all you have is stuff that's on the ground, then that's what you have to use, because dead wood is going to burn better than green wood. So once I have my box, I want to take my little sticks. I'm simply going to break them up and put them in the middle. Now, you can't go too small, there's no such thing, but you can have too large of sticks and they won't burn. So the smaller the pieces, the better. And I just want to fill the middle. You're kind of going to build a bird's nest inside. Okay, so now once that's done, I've scraped trees and got a handful of loose bark. So that's going to be what starts my fire. So I'm going to go ahead, push that into the middle, and put more small sticks on top of it. Now the advantage to the log cabin is it allows airflow, and fire needs oxygen to breathe. Therefore, the more air you can have flowing through your fire, the more efficient it'll be and the faster it'll get started. Okay, so now we're going to take our lighter and we're going to light the bark that we've scraped off of the trees. So we're having issues. There's a bit of a breeze coming through, so we've added the cedar bark on three sides just to help the fire get going here. We're going to go ahead and light it now. Yeah, so once it starts going, you just want to blow on it a little bit to keep the fire going. And you can start to add a few more small sticks to it. So just while this fire gets going, some key points to remember. You're gonna want to get dry wood, and everything from, you want medium, small sticks, and break them into your piles. And then you're gonna want dry bark. Now the best bark I find that works is birch. It seems to light the quickest, but your next best is gonna be cedar. So take your knife or your hatchet and scrape the bark off the trees to get a nice bundle. And you're gonna wanna put that in the middle of your log cabin. Build your log cabin, put your bark in the middle, the small sticks around it. Cover the sides off so the wind isn't interfering with getting your fire going. And basically light the bundle and the fire will take off. I like to stick with cedar, any softwoods to get it going. And if you're gonna be there for a while, if you can find some hardwood. That's gonna be it for this week's video. Thanks for watching Lakehurst Outdoor Adventures, and be sure to get outdoors. We'll see you next time. And don't forget, slap that subscribe button. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. AccuTac, where design and ingenuity come together. EcoX Gear, play it loud. Manish, check them out on Instagram.